Hello friends, how are you? So in this new video we will find the complementary function or the solution of the homogeneous differential equation, right? So these will be the examples that we will discuss in this particular video, and now we will start from here right now. Okay, so let's move forward. So now we will start with this first question. Okay, now solutions. So we will start with the first one. D to the 4 plus 13 d2 plus 36 y that is equal to 0. Now we have to deal with this particular problem. Okay, so in order to deal with this particular problem, let me have some changes in my pen. Okay, now let's see here. Now this is our given differential equation. In order to solve this differential equation, we have to first write the auxiliary equation. The auxiliary equation will be m to the 4 plus 13 m square plus 36 that will be equal to 0. So this is our auxiliary equation that we get by replacing d by m. You have to make sure one thing, you have to replace definitely d by m. If you don't replace d by n in AKTU examination, the invigilator will cut off your marks and he can give you a 0. Now our main target is to solve this particular equation. In order to solve this particular equation, you have to consider let m square equal to x, right? Then this equation, if I consider it as equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2, then this equation number 2 will be, now equation 2 will be x square plus 13x plus 36 that is equal to 0. This will be the equation number 2 converted. Now this is a simple quadratic equation, and now we can solve it by factorizing it. So now how can we solve this? The factors of 36 will be 9 and 4. By adding these two we can get 13. Okay, so x square plus 9x plus 4x plus 36 that is equal to 0. Now we can take x as common, then x plus 9 and plus 4 as common, x plus 9 that is equal to 0, and now we will have x plus 4 and x plus 9 that is equal to 0, right? So it means either x plus 4 equal to 0, that means the value of x is here m square, so then m square plus 4 that is equal to 0, the value of m will be root minus 4. Okay, now if the value of m equal to root minus 4, then it can be written as m equal to root minus 1 into 4, right? And we know the value of I square equal to minus 1, so this minus 1 will be replaced by this I square, so m will be under root I square into 4, right? So then the value of m will be plus minus 2i. Okay, so this value will be m equal to plus minus 2i, right? So here will also be plus minus. Okay, now either x plus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 9 will equal to 0. The value of x is m is square, that will be equal to minus 9. It means the value of m will be equal to under root minus 1 into 9 plus minus. Okay, minus 9 can be written as minus 1 into 9. As we know, the value of I square equal to minus 1, so we will replace this minus 1 by I square. The value of m will be under root plus minus I square into 9, and it can be written as plus minus 3i. So here the value of m will be plus minus 3i. Okay, so this is our m. So there are two values of m. First is plus minus 2i and second is plus minus 3i. Okay, so now we can write. So here what you can see, here you can see that the values of m are, now the values of m are plus minus 2i and plus minus 3i. Therefore the solution yx for the homogeneous differential equation can be written as e to the power 0 into x. Okay, before writing this I just want to make it bit more deep. Okay, so if you all know that if the value of m is of the form alpha 1 plus minus I beta 1, okay, and alpha 2 plus minus I beta 2, in that case the complementary function can be written as e to the power alpha 1 x c1 cos beta 1, okay, plus c2 sin beta 1 x plus e to the power alpha 2x. Now what we have done here, we have write the solution for the first complex root alpha 1 plus I beta 1, and now we will write the solution for the second complex root, that is alpha 2 plus I beta 2, that will be e to the power alpha 2x c3 cos beta 2x plus c4 sin beta 2x, right? Now here what you can see, here by these values of m, you can see that the value alpha 1 equal to 0 and value alpha 2 that is equal to 0. Okay, because here it can be written as 0 plus minus 2i, and this also can be written as 0 plus minus 3i, right? Now the value of beta 1 here is 2 and the value of beta 2 here is 3. Now put all the values of beta 1, beta 2 and alpha 1, alpha 2 in this particular equation, then your complementary function of the homogeneous differential equation, that is also called the solution of the differential equation, will be e to the power 0 into x c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x plus e to the power 0 into x c3 cos 3x plus c4 sin 3x, and now in all it can be written as c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x plus c3 cos 3x plus c4 sin 3x. Here you can see that here e to the power 0 into x, the value of this will be 1, and thus that's it. Okay, so this will be your required answer, right? So this is how we can solve this type of higher order differential equation. Now we will move towards the second higher order differential equation. Okay, so now we will write it. It will be d4 plus m4y that is equal to 0. Now let's move forward. The next problem is d4 plus m4 y that is equal to 0. Now what we have to do, we have to solve this particular problem. Okay, now in order to solve this particular differential equation, we have to write the auxiliary equation. So this will be the equation number 1. Auxiliary equation for equation 1 will be, so in normally in the auxiliary equation we replace d by m, but here m is already given, so we will take another variable, replace d by k. Okay, so we will replace here d by k, so it can be written as k to the power 4 plus m4 that is equal to 0. Now in order to solve this particular equation, we have to be precise about the roots of this particular biquadratic equation. Okay, so the methodology to find its root has been discussed in my video that you will get in the description. So I don't want to take so much of time, so that the video should be in a precise length. That means video should not be too long, so you can learn the methodology to find its root by using the link that is in the I button, or you can also find that in the description. Okay, so the values of k will be k will be m upon root 2 plus minus I m upon root 2. Okay, and the another two complex roots will be minus m upon root 2 plus minus I m upon root 2. So these will be the values of k. You can get it. Now the complementary function for equation 1 or solution of equation 1 will be, so or solution of equation 1 will be yx equal to, that is called our complementary function, that will be, so here the value of alpha is m upon root 2. You can see that here m is in the form of alpha 1 plus minus I beta 1 and alpha 2 plus minus I beta 2. So here you can see the complementary function will be e to the power alpha 1 c1 cos beta 1 x plus c2 sin beta 1 x. Okay, and plus here I forgot x, plus e to the power alpha 2x, that will be c3 cos beta 2 x plus c4 sin beta 2 x, right? So here the value of alpha 1, if we compare the value of alpha 1, that is m upon root 2, and the value of beta 1, that is also m upon root 2, but here the value of alpha 2, that is minus m upon root 2, and the value of beta 2, that is m upon root 2. Okay, you can easily get by comparing. So final solution will be yx, that will be equal to e to the power m upon root 2 into x c1 cos m upon root 2 x plus c2 sin m upon root 2 x plus e to the power minus m upon root 2 x, because here the value of alpha 2 is minus m upon root 2. Okay, and then here we get c3 cos m upon root 2x plus c4 sin m upon root 2x. Okay, so here this will be your required answer, right? Now this is the second problem. The next problem is really very important, and you must have to learn the methodology to solve that problem, because these two methods were really so easy to get the solution, but the another two really are the challenging methods. Okay, you must have to stay with the video, otherwise you will lose a very fantastic methodology to solve that kind of problems. Okay, now we'll move forward for the next problem. So this is the next problem that you have to solve it. Okay, so in order to solve this problem, you are having multiple methods like syntax method or the remainder theorem method, but in this video I will teach you a different method that is really too easy and you can apply it to solve this particular equation. Okay, now first, in order to solve this equation, you have to write the auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation, now okay, so auxiliary equation for that is equal to 0, equation number 1, for equation 1 will be replace d by n. I want to make you sure that I am each and every question that I am writing here, I am doing that in a particular proper manner that you should have to do in the AK2 examinations or any examinations. Okay, so the auxiliary equation will be m4 minus 4m cube plus 8m square minus 8m plus 4 equal to 0. So this is our auxiliary equation. Okay, now how can we solve this auxiliary equation? In order to solve this auxiliary equation, you need to note two things. First thing, that this term, constant term, should be a perfect square and with sign plus. Okay, so should be a perfect square with positive sign. If this is not plus 4, this is by chance minus 4, then the method will not applicable here. Or this is plus 3 or plus 7 or plus 8 means not a perfect square, then the method will not be applicable here. Okay, now let's move forward. So let me erase it. What happened? Now one thing, then second is the coefficient of m to the power 4, that is 1, or any other number that also should be a perfect square. Should be a perfect square right, should be a perfect square with positive sign. positive sign, right? So these two things you must have to remember here. Now in order to solve this particular equation, you have to compare it with the equation, that is a square m to the power 4 plus 2ab m cube plus b square plus 2 ac m square plus 2 bc m plus c square, that is equal to 0. You have to remember it. If you don't want to get into the mess of remainder theorem or syntax method, you just have to remember this particular equation. Okay, if you can remember this particular equation, the solution to find out the particular roots of this equation number 2 will be very easier. Now how you can see here. Now by comparing you can see that the value of a square will be 1, the value of a square will be 1, and then the value of a here will be plus minus 1. Okay, so this will be your first target. Here you have to choose a equal to plus 1 always. Right, mind it. Okay, now after doing this step, you have to just move towards the c square. The value of c square will be equal to 4. The value of c square will be equal to 4. Here the value of c will be equal to plus minus 2. Now you have to choose plus 2 or minus 2. We will see further. Okay, now this is our second step. So this is our step 1. This is our step 1 and this is step 2. Step 2. Now the step 3 will be put a line. Okay, the value of 2ab will be equal to minus 4. Right, then the value of b will be minus 4 upon 2 multiplied by a. That means the value of b will be minus 4. 2 to the 4. Okay, so let me write it in a proper way. Okay, so 2 to the 4 and here will be minus 2 upon the value of a. Here we choose a equal to plus 1. So value of a is plus 1. So we will get b equal to 1. Right, now after find out minus 1, the value of b is minus 1, not plus 1. Okay, now this value of b, now this is step 3rd. This value of b will be verified by this, the value of 2bc, right, the value of 2bc, that is equal to minus 8, right, the coefficient of m minus 8 means the value of b will be equal to minus 8 upon 2 into c. Now 2 4s are 8, that is the value of b is minus 4 upon c. So what should be the value of c? Plus 2 or minus 2, so that we can get the value of b is minus 1, right, sorry, the value of b is minus 2. Okay, so we should have to put the value of c plus 2. Okay, so we should have the value of c plus 2, because by taking c equal to plus 2 we will have the value of b minus 2. Okay, so this is the step 4th and final step, right, so this is the step 4th and final step. So here you are having the values of a, the value of a that is equal to 1, the value of b equal to -2, and the value of c that is equal to +2. Okay, so these are three values. Now our auxiliary equation, that was equation 2. Now equation 2 can be written as, now equation 2 can be written as right a m square plus bm plus c whole square equal to 0. That means the value of a is 1, m square minus 2m plus 2, that is whole square equal to 0. So you have now left a lot more calculation that you may have to done with the use of syntax method or with the use of remainder theorem method. Now you can easily find out its roots. Now m square minus 2m plus 2 equal to 0. Now in order to find out its roots, we will use Sridharacharya formula. In order to apply the Sridharacharya formula, we have to compare this equation by am square plus bm plus c equal to 0. Then the value of a will be equal to 1, the value of b will be equal to -2, and the value of c equal to 2. And the formula says the value of m will be minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so the value of minus b means the value of b is -2, so minus minus will be cancelled out, this will be 2, plus minus under root b square minus 2 square, that will be 4, minus 4, the value of a is what, 1, and the value of c is what, 2, right? So this will be 2, and here we will have 2a, 2 multiplied by 1. Now it can be written as 2 divided by 2 plus minus 4 minus 4 to the 8, you will get under root -4, right, divided by 2. So by solving this, we will have 2 upon 2, that will be 1, 1 plus minus, and minus root 4 can be written as -1 into 4 divided by 2, that will be 1 plus minus the value of -1, that is I square. So under root I square into 4 divided by 2, as the value of -1 is I square. So now it can be written as 1 plus minus I, 2I upon 2. 2 will be cancelled out, 1 plus minus I. So this is the root 1 plus minus I for single m square minus 2m plus 2. Okay, so the roots of m square minus 2m plus 2 whole square equal to 0, as we know. Therefore the values of m will be 1 plus minus I, that will be for single m square minus 2m plus 2, and for the power term the second root will also be 1 plus minus I. So here are the roots. If we compare it, alpha 1 plus minus I beta 1 and alpha 2 plus minus I beta 2, and your complementary function or solution yx will be equal to e to the power alpha 1x, that means 1 into x, alpha 1x c1 cos beta 1x plus c2 sin beta 1x plus e to the power alpha 2x c1 cos beta 2x plus c2 sin, and it can be bit of sin sine beta 2 x, right? Now put all the values. E, the value of alpha 1, that is 1. Okay, so we will have e to the power x c1 cos x plus c2 sin x, right? Oh sorry, there is one difference. I just want to mark it. Okay, so this will not be root because these are the repeated roots. So we will not use that formula. The formula will be different. So the formula will be here alpha 1 equal to alpha 2 and beta 1 equal to beta 2. Okay, beta 1 equal to beta 2. Then in that case the solution will be e to the power alpha 1 x c1 plus c2 x cos beta 1 x plus c2 plus c3 x sin beta 1 x. Okay, so now here the value of alpha 1 is 1, e to the power x c1 plus c2 x, right? And then cos, the value of beta 1 is also 1, cos x plus c2 plus c3 x, and that will be sin x, and this will be our required answer. Okay, so you don't have to worry. I am having one other example of this type of problem, so we will go for that. Okay, let me correct it. So this will be c3 plus c4. This will be c3 plus c4 x. Now we will move towards the next problem. Let's write the next problem. Okay, so the next problem is 4d4 minus 4d cube minus 23d square So this is our next problem. Okay, now we have to solve this particular problem, right? So in order to apply our formula, first we have to write in a auxiliary form. So this is equation number 1. Auxiliary equation of equation 1 will be m4 minus 4 m cube minus 23 m square plus 12 m plus 36, that is equal to 0. Now you have to do what? You have to solve this particular equation. Now in order to solve this particular equation, that method I have suggested. Okay, the two compulsions were this should be a perfect square, okay, and this should also be a perfect square. So you can see that 4 is a perfect square of 2 and 36 is a perfect square of 6, right? So the method will be easily applicable, because here this 4 is having positive sign and 36 is also having positive sign. Now we can apply our method. Okay, so this will be equation number 2. In order to apply our method, we have to compare this equation number 2 by the equation a square m4 plus 2ab m cube plus b square plus 2 ac m square plus 2 bc m, that plus c square okay m square plus 2bc m, right, plus 2 bcm plus c square, that is equal to 0. Okay, so when we compare, we will get the value of a square equals to 4. That means the value of a will be plus minus 2. Here we have to choose a equal to 2. That means positive value, right? Again, here we will have the value of c square equal to 36. The value of c will be equal to plus minus 6. We will have to see this value when will be applicable. Now, after getting the value of a, we will have the value of b. So I told you earlier, this will be step 1, right? This is step 2, right? And now next will be step number 3. For step number 3, the value of 2ab is minus 4. So here the value of b will be minus 4 upon 2a. That will be minus 4 upon 2. The value of a is what? 2 minus 1. So here we are having the value of b is minus 1. Now again we have to verify this value of b again. So how can be verified? 2bc, that will be equal to 12. Okay, because we are taking the coefficients of m here. 2bc equal to 12, and the value of b will be equal to 12 upon 2c. Okay, 12 here, that will be 2 into c. Okay, now 2 6 the 12. Okay, okay, nice. Now what should be the value of c so that we can get the value of b minus 1? Please make it sure. What should be the value of c plus 6 or minus 6 so that we can get the value of b minus 1? Here 6 upon c. So we will take the value of c upon is minus 6. So here the value of c will be minus 6. Okay, so this will be minus 1. Okay, so here we are having the value of abc, a equal to 2, b equal to minus 1, and c equal to minus 6, right? So equation 2 can be written as right, it can be written as a m square plus bm plus c whole square, that is equal to 0. That means it can be written as 2m is okay. There is some error. So there was a puzzle written as a 2m square minus m minus 6 whole square, that is equal to 0. Right? Now how to solve it? Either 2m square minus m minus 6, that will be equal to 0. Now we have to find out its root. Now in order to find out its root, what we have to do? We have to multiply 6 by 2, that is 12. So the factors of 12, okay, whose difference gives minus 1. Okay, so the factors of 12 will be 4 multiplied by 3. So it can be written as 2m square minus 4m plus 3m minus 6, that is equal to 0. That means 2m common. Here we have m minus 2 plus 3 can be taken as common, m minus 2 plus 3 can be taken as common, that will be m minus 2, that will be equal to 0. Here the values of m are 2 and m, the value of next m will be minus 3 by 2. Okay, so these are the two values of m. As we know that this is a whole square, therefore these two values will repeat out. Then the roots of equation 2m square minus m minus 6 whole square will be equal to 0 or m equals to 2 minus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. Okay, so these are the roots, and with the use of these roots, the final complementary function or the solution of the homogeneous equation can be written as, now we will write it. Now the roots of this equation will be C1. Now if the roots are repeated and real, then m1 equal to m2 and here m3 equal to m4. In that case, when roots are repeated, then your complementary function will be c1 plus c2x e to the power m1x, that is 2x, and next will be c3 plus c4x e to the power m3 that is m3 or m4x, that is minus 3 by 2x, and this is our required answer. Okay, so these are the methods by which you can find out the complementary function or the solution of the homogeneous differential equation. Now I am having the last and final problem that will I bring in front of you. Okay, so now this is the final question of today's lecture, and after that I think you will all be able to do any kind of higher order differential equations complementary functions solution. Okay, so now in order to solve this equation, we have to find the auxiliary equation. Here replace d by m. Okay, so it can be written as m4 minus m cube minus 9m square minus 11m minus 4, that is equal to 0. Now the above method cannot be applied here. Okay, the reason behind that, this is a perfect square but there is a negative sign. you can see that minus 4, right? 4 is a perfect square of 2, but we are having a negative sign before it. Okay, so our previous method cannot be applicable. Now we have to use the remainder theorem method or the syntax method. Here I will use remainder theorem method. You can use syntax method, whatever you want to use. So we have to use remainder theorem method. Theorem method or syntax method. You can use any of it in which you are comfortable. Okay, so in order to solve this, the factors of 4 are, so I am making a box here. Okay, I'm making a box here. Let me draw it. Okay, right, and now the box is there. Okay, right. Okay, so now what we are having, we are having the values. Okay, we are having the values m4 minus m cube minus 9m square minus 11m minus 4 equal to 0. I want to mention it, this is our rough box. Okay, so the factors of 4 will be what? Plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and plus minus 4, right? First we will put m equal to plus 1, m equal to plus 1. The value will be 1 to the power 4 minus 1 to the cube minus 9, 1 is square minus 11 into 1 and minus 4, that is equal to, right? The value should be 0 equal to 0. Okay, now what we have, 1 minus 1 minus 9 minus 11 minus 4 never be equal to 0. Okay, so this cannot be applicable here. Put m equal to minus 1, right? When we put m equal to minus 1, that will be minus 1 to the power 4, right? And then minus 1 cube minus 1 cube minus 9 minus 1 square minus 11 minus 1 and then minus 4, that is equal to 0. We need 0 equal to 0. Okay, so minus 1 to the power 4 1, minus 1 cube minus 1, minus minus will be plus, minus 1 square, that will be plus 1, minus 9 minus 11 minus 1 plus 11 and that will be minus 4. That should be equal to 0. Let's see, 1 plus 1 2, 11 plus 2 13, 9 plus 4 14, everything will be cancelled out. Okay, and here we will have 0 equal to 0. Okay, so this is our rough work. So here we can see that if we counted equation number 2, right, so m equal to minus 1 will be the root of equation 2 that means m minus 1 m plus 1. Okay, m plus 1 will be the factor m minus 1 m minus 1 will be the factor of equation 2. If m plus 1 is the factor of equation 2, then it will definitely divide equation number 2. Okay, so the equation number 2 is m4 minus m cube minus 9m square minus 11m minus 4, right? I want to make this in your notice that if m plus 1 is a factor of this equation, then there will be zero remainder. Okay, so what should we multiply in m so that we can m to the power 4? We have to multiply by m cube. We get m cube m to the power 4 plus m cube plus m cube. Okay, so we are having minus minus, we will cut it out, minus 2m cube minus 9m square, okay, minus 11m minus 4. Okay, now next we have to do, we have to multiply this m by minus 2m square so that we can get 2m cube, minus 2m square. Now by multiplying minus 2m square, we will have minus 2m cube minus 2m cube and minus 2m square, right? So here plus plus and then it will be cancel out, and next will be 7m square with negative sign minus 11m minus 4. Again we have to multiply it by minus 7m. We get minus 7m square minus 7m plus and again plus. It will be cut out, and again we get the value 4m with negative sign minus 4. We have to multiply it by minus 4. We get minus 4m minus 4, right? So in the divide procedure, there may be some particular error, that will be plus and that will also. So here you can see remainder is 0, and I have told it earlier that if m plus 1 is a factor of equation, this particular equation, then there will be remainder 0 always. Okay, now m plus 1 and m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4 will be the factors Okay, let me there is some हो गया भाई, तेरे को क्यों नहीं चल रहा? Will be the factors of equation there is some technical issue, guys. Now I hope this has been fixed. So we will go further. Will be the factors of equation number 2. Right? So which equation? this equation. Okay, so as we know that if we divide a polynomial ax by a polynomial bx, we get a polynomial qx and some remainder 0, then ax can be written as bx multiplied by qx, right? That means bx and qx are the factors of ax, means m plus 1 and m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4 will be the factor of this equation number 2, that is m4 minus m cube minus 9m square minus 11m minus 4. Okay, so if these are the factors of equation 2, now by this we can easily say that m equal to minus 1 is one of its root, but this is a cubic equation, we have to first solve it. So in order to solve it, again we will put a box, that will be our rough box. Processor is slowly becoming headache for me. I will make it okay. Now this is our rough box. In this rough box we have to solve it. M cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4, that is equal to 0. Again the factors of 4 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and plus minus 4. First we will check for m equal to 1. For m equal to 1 we check 1 cube minus 2 1 square minus 7 into 1 minus 4. Okay, we need 0 equal to 0. 1 minus 2 minus 7 minus 4 never will be equal to 0. Okay, now we will check for m equal to minus 1, right? When we will check for m equal to minus 1, we get minus 1 cube minus 2 minus 1 square minus 7 minus 1 minus 4, that is equal to 0. We need 0 equal to 0. Let's see, can we get it? Minus 1 cube minus 1 minus 1 square plus 1, that will be minus 2, it will be plus 7 and minus 4 equal to 0. Here what we can see, minus 4 minus 2 minus 1 minus 7 and this is plus 7, all will be cut it out and we get 0 equal to 0. That means m equal to minus 1 will be the root of this cubic equation, m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4. Okay, that means m plus 1 will be the factor of m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4. Okay, so if it is a factor, it will definitely divide this equation and there will be 0 remainder always. M plus 1 divided m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4. In order to divide it, we have to multiply by m square. We will get m cube plus m square minus minus, it will be cut it out, minus 3m square minus 7m minus 4. We have to multiply by minus 3m, so we get minus 3m square and then minus 3m. Again it will be plus, it will be plus, it will cut it out. Here we have 4m minus minus 4 multiply by minus 4, we get minus 4m minus 4 and ultimately plus plus, the remainder is 0 as I told before. Now the roots of, sorry, the root, not about the roots, the factors of equation 2. Here as you can say that now Now the factors. Of m cube minus 2m square minus 7m minus 4 will be m plus 1 and m square minus 3m minus 4, right? Here you can see that this cubic equation have these two factors, and this biquadratic equation, right, this was our equation number 2, okay, have these two factors. One is simple linear and the other one is cubic. So the final factors of equation 2 will be now the final factors will be m plus 1. This m plus 1 is stand for this, okay, this m plus 1 is stand for this. Now next m plus 1 there are some issues, I am trying to resolve them. Another m plus 1. Now this m plus 1 is stand for this one, and m square minus 3m minus 4 will be the factors of equation 2, right, and this is 3m. This is 3m. Right, now we can factorize it. M plus 1 and now the factors of it will be m plus 1 and m minus 4, okay, will be the factors of equation 2. Therefore m equal to minus 1 and 4 are the roots of equation 2. Now if these are the roots of equation 2, then there are 3 repeated roots and one is distinct, that is different root. So when the values of m, that is m1 equal to m2 equal to m3, right, and the another one m4 is distinct, then the complementary function can be written as yx equal to c1 plus c2x plus c3x square e to the power m1x plus c4 e to the power then m4x. This will be the final complementary function. Now you can easily write the complementary function for equation number 1. So CF will be equal to c1 plus c2x plus c3x square, that is e to the power m1. The value of m1 is minus 1, so that will be minus x plus c4 e to the power, that is m4. The value of m4 is 4x, and this is our final answer. So students, if you really like the video, so I request you, please subscribe the channel so that you can get the further notification, because in the next videos I will teach you how to I will teach you how to find out the particular integration of some special or different functions. So if you like it, subscribe and like. You can also comment if you need any problems solution. Thank you very much.